छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन
Hi Scorpio, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am Rune Message and you are now watching Mystic Miz Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here and thank you so much for coming back and checking in with me. I know it's been a couple months, but I am still here. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I post new content. So this is going to be your March 2021 stars and cards. I'm kind of excited for you, Scorpio. Woo, 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 woo. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Scorpio, let's get started on your stars. I'm excited for you. So on March 3rd, we've got Mars going into Gemini. So Gemini is your 8th house and Mars is where we take action in life. So physically, you are intimately getting it on with somebody. It could be that you met somebody in the month of February when you have 7th house energy and you decided, okay, now we're going to get to know each other more. We're going to be talking more. We're going to be having sex more because Mars actually rules the libido. So where the libido is at is in your 8th house, meaning bonding with other people. You could also be collaborating with others to get your taxes done, to restructure your debt. Maybe you want to buy a life insurance policy, that type of thing is going on right now. Like you're thinking, how can you leave a legacy behind for your children? You're thinking about ancestry, like how can, if you have, parents that are becoming immobile because they're aging, you're thinking about plans for them, like how can I better take care of that. So I also wrote more intimate communication and action, release anything causing stress and anxiety, because I know you feel like with the 8th house is deep, so you could be dealing with childhood wounds that are coming up, like trauma that are coming up that need to be healed. So you're going to want to rest more. You might even want to spend some time getting a tarot reading or get a box of cards. Like if you're looking for any of the cards that I use, I have links below.
And because I am an affiliate of Amazon, I will get a small commission on any link that you use to purchase the product from. But I use that money to go right back into this channel to make it better, to buy more cards, to buy more equipment, to get more lights, to get new backgrounds, that type of thing. So
I appreciate you supporting me. Sorry that my computer is moving. I accidentally bumped the table. But anywho, you should study metaphysics right now, like quantum physics, yoga, meditation, anything that is like Zen on the mind. You should study that right now and also act with that. Like, so start doing some yoga. I believe they have yoga on YouTube. Like you can look it up and see different yoga poses that you can do. And I think they have like different things that you can do at your ability. Like, not everybody has the same ability. So like you're able to say, okay, I'm a beginner yogi. And you can type that into your Google search or your Yahoo search, and it'll bring up videos for you to do. They're actually pretty cool. Sometimes I do them. On March 5th, we've got a moon wobble. So moon wobble is just some volatile energy that's going on with the moon. It's caused by the sun in Pisces, squaring, making a 90-degree angle, squaring the lunar nodes. So right now the lunar nodes, the north node is in Gemini, which is that same 8th house we were talking about, and the south node is in Sagittarius, your 2nd house. So between those houses, this is your self-worth versus what you owe. Like you might decide right now, I want to pay off my debts because that's weighing me down, and it's bringing down my self-esteem. Like, sometimes being in debt can bring you down in a lot of different ways. There could also be some extreme weather patterns going on at the time. So just be aware and be ready. Like there's been extreme weather in places where there wouldn't even be weather before. So this energy is contributing to that. All right. So the energy could just be off balance, but you definitely feel like changes in the air with this moon wobble coming up. And on March 13th, we've got the new moon in Pisces. So Pisces is your 5th house, Scorpio. That's why I said I was excited for you, because you actually get a new start in love and romance and children and being happy and feeling joy. Like you need to set intentions, and also with Pisces, use your imagination, because we've got the sun, Venus, and Neptune here with this new moon energy. So there's a lot of conjunctions going on. Like you get to decide what's fun for you. You're only going to do what's fun for you. Like if you don't enjoy something, you're going to let it go, and you should let it go. Do what makes you happy. All right. So this Venus conjunct Neptune is like romantic and creative. So the 5th house is all about creativity. So Scorpio, if you act, if you sing, if you dance, if you write, if you do art, like if you're an artist in any way, now's the time to really put your heart and soul into it, because you've got heart with the romantic side and soul. Like go ahead and put it together, write those songs, play that music. Like now's the time to create. You might even be creating a baby with this. Like you might be baby making. That's kind of how this energy feels to me, because the 5th house also rules children. So you could be baby making, or a baby could be born at this time, and this baby's going to be hella creative if he's born at this time. All right. So on March 15th, we've got Mercury going into Pisces, which is your 5th house as well. So Mercury doesn't really like being in Pisces. It feels like it's detriment, because Mercury wants to think and move fast, and Pisces is all about feelings and the water. Like we can't move that fast in water, right? So you might feel a little bit ungrounded, like you're treading water. You might feel like a mental fog, like you can't really get your thoughts together. So at that point, what you need to do is meditate. Give yourself a chance to connect with your spirit, so that way you know what you're supposed to be doing. Communicate how you feel. You might have love on your mind. You might be communicating love right now. You might be telling your children how much you love them. Really talking to that inner child, because the 5th house rules the inner child as well. So you could be talking to your inner child, letting yourself know that you love yourself. You could be doing that to your children, installing that love into them, so that they know they're always loved. They could go out in the world and do anything they want. They always have love, right? You might have some anxiety too from high feelings, overthinking too much. So, like I said, with that, meditation, relaxation, yeah. But your 5th house, like somebody's going to be loving you, boo. Somebody's going to be loving you, and you should feel good about that. On March 20th, we've got the sun going into Aries. So that's your 6th house. And so now, with the sun going into Aries, we're officially in the age of Aquarius, because we're at the beginning of the astrological new year. So Aries is the first, like Pisces was the last. Now we're like, boom, in the Aries. And Aries is your 6th house. So you're really going to feel this in your daily routine. Like things need to change in your daily routine, and you're about to change it. The sun is like, boom, we're shining light on that, and you'll just go for it. Whether that means changing in your diet, changing up your workout routine, adding that yoga to it, actually getting on a regimen to where you do something every day. Even a new job, you might decide, okay, I got a new job and I'm going to work these many hours a day, and then this is what I'm going to do with my creativity. you know, after I get off work. Like, you might be structuring your life more now. And then also we've got pets, like you might get a new one at this time. You know, the sixth house does rule getting a pet, and getting a pet changes your routine automatically, because now you got to get up and feed them, take them out, have more responsibility. So if you live alone, this will be a great time to get a pet. Also volunteering, you might decide to volunteer your time in service, like, or somebody's volunteering time to help you get some things done around the house, you know. Also, Aries rules charisma, passion, and enthusiasm. So, with the sun moving here, like, what you do is going to make you feel good about, like, you're going to feel really good about, like, new vitality. On March 21st, we've got Venus going into the same sixth house of Aries. So the sun conjunct Venus is all about self-love. So no matter what sign you are, you're loving yourself. But really with the sixth house, you're creating more time into your daily routine to love yourself, whether that be changing your nutrition, working out, adding in a beauty mask, adding in some beauty. So basically with Venus going there, it could be you're getting your pedicures and your manicures and just your upkeep. And like for guys, maybe you're getting your back wax or your head wax or whatever wax, you know. But for girls, you know, it could be like you're getting your whole body waxed. You're like, okay, well, whatever, I'm doing my beauty, my upkeep, my daily whatever I do every day. And Venus blesses you here with in your self-love and your routine care. So maybe you're also getting your vision appointments now, getting your any kind of appointments that you need as far as your practical upkeep, like dental appointments, dermatology appointments, like maybe you've got a skin condition. This is a good time to set appointments and go see doctors about your beauty, your body, right? Alrighty. Balance your responsibilities so you can have more time for self-love at this time. And on March 28th, we've got the full moon in Libra. So Libra is your 12th house, Scorpio, so the house right before you. So this is a great time for adjustments and changes and releasing old subconscious fears and old beliefs. This is a great time to reprogram the program. Like the full moon is going to show you what's going on. And at that time, you'll be able to eradicate fear and say, okay, I no longer need that fear. Thank you for showing me, but I no longer need to use that fear going forward because we've already conquered that fear, right? Like it could be anything at this time with the 12th house. Release pain and trauma and choose the light. So I wrote choose the light because when we go through a lot of things and we're shown pain and trauma, some people decide to stuff it down and just say, I'm never going to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. And then they project a false self of not even ever dealing with the wounds that they have, right? So that's not choosing the light. That's actually choosing the darkness. That's choosing to stay in the dark and not deal with your feelings. But choosing the light is a person that says, okay, I'm going to feel this pain as long as it's hurting. And then I'm going to release it. And I'm going to thank it for being there because I needed the pain to move on and be the butterfly that I'm going to be. I'm light. I'm love. No matter what happens to me, I love this body I'm in. I love this spirit in my body. I love myself. So let go of anything that's not serving you and choose the light, Scorpio. That's what I have for you for the month of March 2021. So let's get into your cards. My head is already itching, so I'm like, what does that mean, Scorpio? I'm scratching my head about you guys. All right, for this month, I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot for your reading.
I really like this deck. I like it so much that I went out and bought a journal. And the links to both of these products are below. So if you're looking for a deck, a really cool modern deck, like this is modern. I love the fact that the images are in it relate to the images, the things that we do today. Like we get on social media, we're on our computers. Some of these cards have computers on them. They also have cell phones on them, you know, and more modern images of things we would see today. And so they have a journal. So if you're looking to learn tarot, this is a great journal to get. I really feel like it gave me the idea to create a journal as well because they're so awesome and amazing. But she has pictures of the cards in the journal and you can write your meanings, you can research meanings and put it all together. I mean, I got this for Christmas, so I was able to go through and spend some time just writing my meanings. I love to write, so this was a great journal for me. And if you want to get it, the link is below. And I use it to write spreads in there. And I had the deck before
to your reading, Scorpio. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit windy today. I am windy talking. So what does Scorpio need to know for the month of March 2021? Scorpio, what do you need to know for the month of March 2021? There's something going on, Scorpio. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we got the Tower. Wow, Scorpionic energy. And what did I say? The Age of Aquarius is all about inevitable change and rebirth. So whatever is falling down, whatever gets struck by lightning and has to leave your life, it's time for you to let it go, Scorpio. You won't be able to hold on to it. But this is the Tower. Just want to get closer and show you. So your reading is based on change. All right, and the first card out is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about you being single and having everything you need, self-sufficiency, meeting your own needs. You don't really need much because you already have everything you need. And you're just working on that 10th Pentacle, which would be the happy family, happy life, happy wife. But you've got everything you need, right? So you don't need anybody else. And what's reversing you is the Emperor reversed. So this could be an Aries that you could be dealing with, or it could just be Aries season because we're coming up on Aries season. But since it's reversed, this is a manipulator. This is somebody who lies to get what they want, who does whatever to get what they want. This is really a narcissist card. So this is crossing you. Like maybe you're dealing with somebody who wanted to control you. And they can't control you, and you let them know, that you're okay by yourself. You don't need anybody to take over your shit, right? At the bottom of the reading, you got the Magician. So the Magician is Gemini. You could be dealing with somebody that is a Gemini. And it also represents Aries too because it's a 1. So let's see here. The Magician is all about you manifesting the life that you want. You are creating what you want to see, right? So you're single and you're creating what you want to see. You're manifesting the life that you want. Like you got all the tools. You got everything that you need to manifest the life that you really want. And in the past, you got the King of Cups, which could also be the Queen of Cups. Realize that my cards are androgynous, but this is a water sign. So here we go. It could be you, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but just wearing your heart on your sleeve, being the one that was more loving. Like I said, you could have been dealing with somebody who wasn't as loving as you are. Uh-oh, somebody's here. And at the top of the reading, we got the Page of Cups. So this is like a child, but this is the emotionally mature child, the one that feels loved, the one that's nurturing. It could also be fertility. Like some of you could be pregnant. Like I said, with that 5th house energy, it could represent, a child that's about to be born. But it could also be a new romantic invitation, like somebody you just met that you just now are starting to have feelings for, right? It's like a romantic invitation. Oh, wow. And then you've got the Star card. So the Star card is Aquarius. Here we go, the Age of Aquarius. You're hoping and wishing for something, and your wish just might come true, And like I said, this narcissistic person here could be you, Scorpio. You could be the one that's just like, no, unless it's going to be my way, it's the highway, right? Right? But you've got a wish. And it's like you're manifesting something new. And it could be new in love. It could be new having a child. It could be new involving your children, maybe even a grandchild. Alrighty, and how you see things is the Queen of Pentacles. So you have everything that you need. You are the nurturing motherly figure. Even if you're a man, you are the one that your kids come to for everything because they know they can depend on you. You're the one that they can depend on. Alrighty, and how you see things, you're a little bit burdened with the 10 of Wands. You've got a lot of responsibility. You feel like they see you as that too. It's like you've got a lot on your shoulder. You're trying to do a lot, Scorpio. And for your hopes and fears, you don't want to be hurt again. The Ten of Swords is here. You don't want to be betrayed. You don't want to be backstabbed. You don't want to be hurt again. So you kind of got a wall up trying to protect yourself because you don't want to get hurt again. And oh my God, my Scorpios you got the Pisces High Priestess. So basically, your intuition is kicking in. Like, this is your ideal woman if you're a man. This is somebody that you really want to be with, and you know you can get them. You've been wishing that you could have them. And if you're a woman, this is it's still the same thing. It's somebody that you want to be with. And it's like you know how to get them, or you know what you want. Like, it's like your intuition is leading you right to what you've been wishing for and wanting. You're going to get your wish, whatever it is. But things had to change dramatically in order for you to get this wish. So that's what I got for your cards. Let's go ahead and give you another message. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Psychic Tarot for the Heart message. This is by John Holland. So if you're looking to get this deck, I recommend it. I really like it. It is similar to a tarot deck, only it doesn't have the court cards. So that's why there's only 65 cards instead of 78, because it doesn't have the court cards. Alrighty, so what messages do we need to know for Scorpio for the month of March 2021? Scorpio, what messages do we need to know for Scorpio? Alright, the cards are being secretive, so you know that it's kind of secretive with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is secretive. So we've got the Seven of Wands. Choose your battles. So the Seven of Wands is really about standing your ground, and choose your battles makes sense because you're not fighting with everyone. You're fighting for what you believe in. So if you're challenged, you're really going to only fight the battles that mean the most to you. Okay? You're not going to just fight everybody on every little thing. It's only if it means something to you. Aww, and then you got the Lovers. Or no, this is the Chariot, sorry. This is Move, so the Chariot. But I love the fact that it has the heart. And it's like love is in your life, Scorpio. Like I said, you got the 5th house energy. So something is in your life that's causing you to move on to better things, right? Like even when I said you have the King of Cups is about wearing that heart on his sleeve and basically saying, because of love, we are together. Because of love, you're doing things differently now. And look at that, we got 7-7. I didn't even see that. 7-7, but because of love, we're doing things differently. And we're moving in a good direction. And then you got Blossom, which number 20 is Judgment. So it's like you made a judgment call. You made a decision that this is what you want. It brings you to life. Choosing love. Choosing love brings you to life. I love that for you. Oh my gosh. Like, I kind of want to pull 3 more and see. Let's pull 3 more and see. 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. So, like I said, you'll be in an equal partnership where you feel like you give what you get and you get what you give. Or somebody's just giving you a gift. Or Spirit is even blessing you with something that you feel like is a gift. But you receive something in your life that feels like a gift. Right? I feel like I've been getting that throughout all the readings. And then here we go again with the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what you already know. Listen to your higher power. Listen to your higher spirit. Scorpios be knowing. I know it. You guys know. And then you got, again, this is the Hierophant though, teach. So it's time for you to step up and share your wisdom with others, and with the 5, like you had that 5th house energy, being creative with what you're doing. Like you have a lot of wisdom. So maybe if you're writing a new song, you're coming from a place of teaching in the song. No matter what genre it is, you're teaching something to the masses through your music or through your art or through your dance, or through how your voice. Whatever it is you're teaching, Scorpio, it's time for you to step up and give us your wisdom. And you know what it is. Like with the High Priestess, you got that 2 times. You know what it is. I really love that message for you. Alrighty, so the last thing I'm going to do is your yes or no question. So think of a question that the answer is yes or no. I'm going to pull a rune. And if the rune is upright, your answer is yes. If the rune is reversed, your answer is no. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the rune message so that way we can tie it all into the reading. Remove my water bottle out of here. So what do we need to know for Scorpio for the month of March 2021? Scorpio for the month of March 2021. What do we need to know for Scorpio? Alrighty, Scorpio. I feel like I'm getting mixed messages with the room, so I'm going to put them back in my hand again and filter them out. What message do we need to know for Scorpio, March 2021? I feel like I have one that I'm going to take. Alright. Wow, this is Isa. So, since it can't be upright or reverse, your answer is yes. But I know that Isa means stand still, right? So your answer is yes. Stand still, 137. I've had this one a couple times, even in my own pulls. So withdrawal ice. The winter of the spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are in fact blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice some long-cherished desire. But be patient, for this is the period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. So remember, when I pulled your cards, the bottom of the deck, we had Scorpionic energy, which was the Tower. So something changed, like maybe your feelings are cold as ice now, to the whatever had changed because you wanted it a certain way and it didn't become that, but because it became whatever it became, you're going to get your wish fulfillment just in a different way, because you got the star. So I feel like it is going to happen for you eventually. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, which this could be a spiritual gift because you have to release something. Like there's always like a spiritual gift that comes in. It's like, all right, you did what was best for you and your highest good. And because of that, you're getting blessings, right? So it might feel like you have to withdraw, put something on ice right now, right? But it's saying positive accomplishment is unlikely now. There is a freeze on all useful activity. All your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. A chill wind is reaching you over the ice floes of outmoded habits. So trying to hold on can result in shallowness and of feeling. And that's the thing with the Tower. Like when the Tower strikes, you can't hold on to anything. Like everything changes. Like pretty much you have a clean slate again, to build from. And nothing from the past can stay. And that's how we are in the age of Aquarius. So it could be affecting my Scorpios differently. Like some of you guys could be feeling this as liberation, moving up a notch, away from your past. But some of you can be feeling like you really lost something. You're really hurt and sad about it. But you know that you have to move on. And you're kind of cold. Like a lot of Scorpios don't deal with their emotions right away. That's probably why you got the Emperor reversed. Because it's like, you're not emotional. Yeah, you're not leading with the heart. You're just doing what you have to do, going through the motions. Yeah. So, trying to hold on can result in shallowness of feeling or a sense of being out of touch with life. Seek to discover what it is you're holding on to that perpetuates the situation and let it go. Shed, release, cleanse away the old. Doing so will bring on a thaw. Usually, Issa requires a sacrifice of the personal, the I. So, like I said, this is I. You're sacrificing something that you really wanted to get what you really, really want. Like, Spirit knows what you really need, but you thought you know what you wanted, right? At such a time, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support, and yet there is no reason for anxiety. Submit and be still. For what you are expecting or what you're experiencing is not necessarily the result of your actions or your habits, but rather arises from the conditions about which you can do nothing. So sometimes it could have just been brought on by nothing, and there's nothing you can do about it. What has been full must empty. What has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth. To surrender is to display courage and wisdom. But yet there is another phase to stand still. Just as winter is a time for going within, drawing Issa can announce the time of restoration and renewal at the deepest level. Because in your solitude, you're exercising caution and do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. So basically, that's just saying if you want something, the way to get it now is not to like go for it like directly. You're passively aggressively getting it, like, or not even passively aggressively, but just passively getting it. Like, basically, you're going to Spirit and saying, Spirit, this is what I want, this is why. You're feeding Spirit, and then Spirit says, okay, well, you've matched the vibration of that, so now you can have it, right? But you have to stand still. You get to a point when you can't do anything else but stand still, and Spirit has to step in. And that's where you're at right now, Scorpio. All right, remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of unrealized potential, the seed of the good. Trust your own process and watch for signs of spring. So we're definitely in winter right now, and I feel like March is always the most wintry of all the months. So with the moon wobble and then with you drawing Issa, you might be experiencing a lot of extreme snow weather in your life. You might feel the cold of the winter because you might not be in a relationship. Like, you had the Nine of Pentacles, so you might not be in a relationship, or you might be wishing to be single. So sometimes we're in a relationship and we feel alone. Right? That could be you right now, Scorpio. And I'm just wishing you love and light. Basically, love yourself right now. And you know what that means. And trust and believe that what you want is on its way to you. You wish for it, and then you got the High Priestess. It's coming. Just be patient. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I will see you next month on the April monthlies. Peace and namaste.